Mga ka-DDS, bali, samahan niyo akong panoodin itong bagong video na in-upload ko.
Galing sa media, ano po ang desisyon ni Chief PNP kay Master Sergeant Florendo Jr. since na RFI yung isinampang homicide? Balik po na muna ulit siya sa trabaho. Now, the RFI status of the homicide is being the action taken by the prosecution. No? But on the part of the administrative case, he is still under restrictive custody because it's the internal affairs of the PNP who is acting on the administrative case. However, I have heard that Napolco might take jurisdiction over the case. In whatever case, Police Master Sergeant Florendo will still remain under restrictive custody in QCPD. Hindi ba depleted ang staff ng PNP Health Service to look after PNP members considering na marami na ang pulis na positive, probable, and suspect sa COVID? The PNP medical team is also tasked to man the PICC quarantine areas together with the one at Field Sports in Pasig. Medyo marami, ano? Una, kaya namang i-handle, no? Kasi ang Philippine National Police, marami kaming tinatanggap sa Kapulisan na basta't baccalaureate degree holder at marami kami sa inventory, mga doktor, mga medical technologists at even mga nurses who are actually in the regular force of the PNP. So ito yung meron kaming binuo na medical reserve force na kaya namang gampanan kahit ibigay pa sa amin yung Field Sports Arena sa Pasig. At kahit na meron kaming mga positive, mga probable sa suspects, araw-araw naman, bumabalik din ito pag tapos na sila ng kanilang quarantine. No? Recently, sa isang quarantine area namin, na out of 100 plus doon na quarantine, may nakalabas na 76 kasi tapos na yung kanilang quarantine at ito'y nagkaroon na rin ng negative results doon sa kanilang tests. Kaya pwede rin silang bumalik. Matagal na namin pinlano ito na meron talagang magandang rotation, taking consideration yung pagpapahinga na at the same time nagka-quarantine yung ating mga kapulisan. Bibigyan po ba ng promotion commendation si Master Sergeant Madrona na nagtangkang umaresto kay Javier Salvador? Pero sabi po ng CHR, posible na may nalabag din daw si Madrona since nasa loob na siya ng bakuran ni Salvador. Your take on this, sir? Ano po ang sagot sa inyo ng Dasmariñas Village Management sa nangyari recently? Promotion, hindi, no? Kasi very stringent naman ang requirement ng PNP kung kailan tayo pwede mag-grant ng meritorious promotion. No? Actually, nangyayari ito, even traditionally, even before, is usually sa mga combat zone. No? So ito naman si Police Master Sergeant Madrona is tinupad lang naman niya ang usual na tungkulin ng isang police. No? So hindi rin siya mag-qualify for meritorious promotion. Kung ano ang sinabi ng CHR at may mga ibang tanong na maraming nagsasabi dito on other entities na may mga violation, then we invite them to investigate themselves. No? Kung merong nalabag na mga possible human rights violation ang kapulisan. Ang sagot ng Dasmariñas, I haven't been communicating with them. They have not communicated with me also. So far, wala akong feedback dito sa kung meron bang feedback yung Dasmariñas Village Management. But of course, when I went there yesterday, my instruction is that we implement the law fairly and then walang exempted. So, lahat equally i-implement natin yung batas. With the shift to the new normal, what would be the PNP priorities in terms of training of personnel and procurement? Actually, napakarami ng implication kasi meron ding nag-issue na yung Department of Budget and Management, Memorandum Circular 580, reducing the program activities for the entire year, no? Because to address also yung ating problema dito sa COVID-19. Pero ang isang general direction na tinatahak ng Philippine National Police is to go digital, no? Full digital. We have money for that. So itutuloy namin yung pagbili nito kasi dahil nakita nyo sa conferences ngayon nga, kung pwede, hindi na mag-attend lahat, virtual na lang. So ito generally yung pinakamalaking budget na involved ang PNP at ito yung probably isa sa mga game changer dito sa Philippine National Police na i-implement na namin itong ICT Roadmap na gagawin namin sa Philippine National Police. Will the PNP consider procuring tasers so the policemen would have options on the ground on what to use during situations similar to what happened in QC? Do you think na kailangan ng tasers ng police, especially in urban areas, when dealing with situations na ang isang violator would become violent? Yes, it's part of the plan of the PNP for, ang tawag namin dito is non-violent, no? Or those equipment na hindi siya other than the firearm. So, lumalabas ito, meron nga yung mga taser, and then meron pa yung tinatawag na mechanized na parang iipunin niya yung tao at ito gamit ang makina, hindi gamit ang tao ng mga kapulisan. But all of these things are being evaluated by the Directorate for Logistics under the Procurement Management Committee, who deliberates on what to procure. From the resources perspective, how is the PNP doing in terms of disbursement and budgeting for frontline units? Have you been forced to realign or reallocate from other programs to fund frontline operations? Nung nagsimula ito, nakatanggap naman ang Philippine National Police ng separate appropriation purposely for our COVID campaign, no? At ito naman sapat so far. But of course, with the advent of the issuance of a new DBM circular on reduction of program activities, makaka-apekto talaga. But that's why we're on our drawing boards to revisit what would be the effect of that certain percentage reductions on program activities. So may mga activity talaga na hindi matutuloy, pero those that are essential in law enforcement, then kailangan din namin ituloy ito hanggang sa katapusan ng taon. Nag-express po ng concern ang United Nations at tinawag na highly militarized ang response ng Philippine government sa pag-contain ng COVID-19. Ano pong reaction ng PNP dito? Kailan po target maging operational ang COVID testing center ng PNP at saan po ito itayo? As I have said, no, all those who are accusing the PNP na marami kaming na-violate na human rights, then we're open for you to investigate the Philippine National Police. On our part, we keep on reminding our policemen, and whenever merong incidents na mangyari, kami naman nagkakaroon ng impartial investigation, no? And we update the public kung ano ang nangyari sa mga investigation na to. Yung COVID center na sabi ko na, part of our DNA testing center doon sa crime lab is yun yung mag-host ng testing center, but we're also putting up another testing center doon sa health service which will actually permanently house the testing center for RT-PCR for COVID-19 cases. Malacanang said that police must strictly enforce the ECQ, but at the same time practice common sense in dealing with the people, especially those buying food, other necessities from places outside their barangays. How can those two things be implemented at the same time when you have ordered the arrest of all ECQ violators, no second chance for them anymore? Well, siyempre tao din tayo, ano? That's why pinapairal din natin yung humanitarian side of it. As a matter of fact, kung makita nyo ang response ng Interagency Task Force, doon sa initial guidelines na ginawa doon sa GCQ, meron ding ibang mga exemptions. At ganito nga yun, no? And what I'm happy to announce is that nung bumaba nga yung violations ng ECQ, it made things easier for the PNP, no? And less discretion kung sino yung ipapunish at sino yung wawarningan, no? So that's why in itself nandun pa rin talaga yung balance nito sa mga kapulisan. But I think, and I'm confident na meron namang enough discretion yung kapulisan to exercise and meet both ends. Anong difference sa police operations in GCQ areas? May easing of restrictions ba? Being a lawyer, baka may call po kayo for some lawyers to join the police force. Ilan caps po ang pumasa sa bar exam? Ito namang restrictions on the general community quarantine, it's really up for the interagency task force to stipulate. No? At kami naman nagpapatupad lang kung ano yung mga palisiyan na gagawin ng interagency task force. Sa lawyer, hindi namin alam kung ilan ang pumasa, no? But proudly nag-post yung mga members ng Philippine National Police Academy Alumni Association na meron silang 2008, 2009, 2010 at isang 2011. So 5 yon. And we also have other corporals and patrolmen who also pass the bar. No? But hindi pa namin na-consolidate at tiningnan talaga kung ilan ito. But nevertheless, we encourage them to stay in the service. No? Hindi naman sila automatic na mag-a-assign sa legal service dahil choice nila yon. No? Kasi pag na-assign sila at nagpa-assign sila sa legal service, of course, they automatically get the rank of police captain. However, they will be following a different career path already pag doon sila pumasok sa legal service. Sa Labor Day po, may na-monitor po ba kayong plano ng mga rallies na magpapanggap na mamimigay ng relief goods? Kung meron man, anong region po, ano po ang countermeasure na gagawin ng PNP? Of course, I would like to convince the people that we cannot announce our countermeasures now because this is precisely why our countermeasures are supposed to be kept among ourselves. But we have countermeasures. Now, as to the information, may nangyari na, no? May nangyari na, and I hope hindi ito tularan ng iba kasi nga hindi ito panahon para ganitong klaseng mga aksyon, no? Anyway, the government is doing its best to address all the problems of COVID-19. Ilan po ang pulis na kapasa sa bar? Ito na yun, ano? At automatic ba sila maging member ng legal service? Nasagot ko na rin. Assurance po ng PNP na hindi pa rin nito mapapabayaan ang kampanya kontra droga kahit may ECQ sa kabila ng pagkakahuli ng ilang drug suspect na nagpa-pot session daw sa loob mismo ng ambulansya para makalusot sa checkpoint. Yes, we find some circumstances na ganito, but nevertheless, continuous pa rin yung effort kasi hindi naman na-dissolve yung aming mga drug enforcement unit. As a matter of fact, very evident, may mga confiscation kami na 1 kilo, more than 1 kilo, at so many number of grams. No? Halos hindi naman relentless naman halos yung campaign namin sa illegal drugs. No? We will just come up and inform the media later on the specifics, no? Kung ilan na ang aming accomplishment in terms of number of arrests, number of operations conducted, and number of the total amount confiscated of drugs for our campaign against illegal drugs. What is the status of the PNP anti-illegal drugs operations? Yan na rin yung nabasa ko kanina. No? Some rights group, yun, sinasabi nila na heavily handed. What is your take? Nasagot ko na rin yan kanina, no? Tungkol dun sa alleged human rights violation. With the movement to GCQ in some areas of the country, is there an adjustment in terms of deployment and operations in terms of protocol and general security measures? Yes, no? Kasi magpapatupad ng different health security requirements or health security measures na gagawin ang iba't ibang ahensya, no? Sa DOH, yung pagdating sa hospital, Department of Transportation pagdating sa transport, DTI pagdating sa construction and other related manufacturing. So depende talaga kung ano ang ilalabas nila, but the Philippine National Police would always be ready to implement whatever the policies that would be handed down by the Interagency Task Force. Ganun pa rin, no? With the movement of GCQ, is there an adjustment? Pareho pa rin ang sagot. No? And then, as you mentioned earlier, policemen are only human. That's why they're also prone to errors in judgment when tired and stressed. No? Case in point, you see cop who beat kid with a stick. Is there any chance the frontliners are not getting enough rest? What is the guidance for stress and load management among personnel? Tungkol doon sa QC, no, pinaimbestigahan ko na, tinawagan ko si District Director, and currently they are investigating on that alleged beating, no, nung stick. But sinabi ko nga sa mga kapulisan, even when I rounded up yesterday dito sa NCR, hindi pwede maging rason na pagod tayo, napakainit, na hindi natin, na makalimutan natin yung police operational procedure. At sinabihan ko rin yung mga commanders to keep on reminding our policemen, no, na sundin yung police operational procedure. And then, yung rotation, yes, isa din yung sa emphasis ko kahapon. Nagtanong ako mismo sa kapulisan, pagkatapos mong mag-duty, anong ginagawa mo, paano yung sanitation mo, paano pagbibisita ka sa pamilya mo, how well have you rested, paano rotation, and all of these things were satisfactorily answered. And I'm convinced that our policemen deployed are getting enough protection and are also getting enough rest. But however, isang question dito na nag-request ang NCRPO for augmentation, then meron tayong reserve force na national headquarters who are ready to be deployed at any point in the country. No? So as soon as we evaluate the request of the NCRPO, we are ready to deploy our reserve force coming from the national headquarters. May mga ibang katanungan dito sa FP page, no, which are medyo personal kasi parang gustong umuwi kasi stranded siya. So we just like you to get in touch with us, no, para maayos natin ito individual na concern. No, when it comes to health, na provide po ba yung mga needs ng kapulisan, tamang tulog, pahinga o tirahan, lalo galing sa mga province? Good job po ang mga kapulisan. Maraming salamat, ano? But again, sinabi ko naman, ako mismo nag-evaluate kahapon, and I am very confident that all our commanders are doing their job para makapagpahinga at maproteksyonan yung mga pulis na nasa front lines. As per ECQ guideline na maximum 3 persons including driver sa cargos with or without load, we are in trucking business dealing with essential goods. Will inform po ba ang kapulisan na maximum 3 sa bawat cargo? Dito po kasi nagkaka-issue ang mga driver at delivery team, particularly sa area ng Cavite. Kahit magpakita ang delivery team ng documents at delivery receipt, Certificate of Transporting Goods and DTI certificate, binigyan pa rin ng ticket ang driver at kinuha ang driver license. Ilang driver na po ang nag-give up dahil sa bayad ng violation. Remember, yung violation at punishment ng ECQ violation is distinct and separate. Pag ikaw driver, binigyan ka ng ticket ng highway patrol, ibang rason yun. No? Probably baka expired yung driver's license mo, or may violation ka mismo as a driver at yung truck na dala mo. Baka may violation. Kasi hindi pwedeng mag-issue ang highway patrol ng ticket na ang violation mo ECQ. No? So, ang violation, I'm sure, is a traffic violation pertaining to the national law covering traffic regulation.
So yun na nga, no. Kung meron kayong reaction sa video na napanood nyo, comment nyo lang sa baba ng video. DDS, stay safe, stay at home. We heal as one.